What is going on, YouTube? So back with the final part of NCAA Football 06 Race for the Heisman. This week, obviously, we are in the national championship against Florida State. So this is the last and final game of the 2005 season. Obviously, the last video we did not win the Heisman, which was disappointing. But like I said, you kind of get shafted a lot during your freshman year. So yeah, go ahead and get right into it. So we do start out with the. No, I don't think we start out with the ball. I can't remember. Anyway, hold on, I gotta see the scoreboard. Okay, yeah. So we did not start out with the ball as I thought. There was a quick touchdown, honestly, by FSU, and I thought it was going to be a long day to start. FSU was a very, very good team on this game, and might be the best team we play all season, maybe outside Florida. And so it was definitely going to present a challenge, and one that I was actually very excited for, especially since Auburn honestly wasn't that much of a challenge. They were a good team, but not very good offensively. FSU's a very good team offensively, had a very good running back, and yeah, like I said, they were able to convert on their opening drive to get a 7-0 lead, and that was a big one for them, and ended up, I believe, having to punt after the next drive, and then here's where we are right now. And I really thought that after that first punt that I had, that I go down 14-0, this team's playing as well as they are, then it could be a very, very, very long day ahead of me. And turned out not to be. Turned out to be able to even it out a little bit on this drive, and actually came out with the touchdown on this drive. And oh no, we didn't here. That's right, there was a fumble here, and then get the ball right back actually. And yeah, like I said, this was a pretty wild game. Obviously, I didn't remember it too well. But anyway, they ended up throwing a pick right after that fumble. I do remember now. They ended up throwing a pick right after the fumble, and we ended up taking it in for the touchdown with Gerald Riggs. A big touchdown from him. And with about 4:35 left in the second quarter, looking to finally take the lead in this game for the first time. And like I said, slow start. Not really any picks or anything, but that fumble in the red zone seemed like it could have really cost us. And looking to go for it on fourth down here. I felt like it was a spot deep enough on the field where our defense might be able to handle it, and it didn't really matter because we ended up converting. That little rollout quick slant play that I like to do on fourth works pretty well, and the option was also working pretty well that game. As you guys can see there, the triple option running outside. Actually, I think that might have been speed option, and picking up about 15 yards on the play. And so right now looks like we got about a 2nd and 5 on FSU's, looks like about the 20-yard line, and really trying to take that 14-7 lead here, and not really put the game away, but at least get a comfortable lead. And we do not end up converting the third down, so ended up having to take the field goal, but nonetheless we do get the lead. And on that play, it's a nice little 9-yard scramble by Andy Millie. Good gain on the play. And then following play, a speed option. Like I said, speed option was working very well this game, so that was nice. Some games, especially against teams this good, did not work out very well. The one thing that did not work out well this game was when I tried to roll out and run. And against the bad teams, that did work just fine, because I guess they didn't game plan for it or anything, or didn't have fast enough linebackers to catch me. But FSU definitely did. FSU, obviously, one of the more famous teams for their speed. Over the last 20 years, well, actually over the last 40 or 50 years, and able to convert there on the crucial third down. And like I said, now actually trying to take more than a one-possession lead in this game, and really get our first comfortable lead in the game. Able to get a good gain there on the option, about a 10-yard gain to the outside. Brings up a good 1st and goal with about 30 seconds to go. We end up getting the touchdown, and hopefully not leaving enough time on the board for FSU to get anything done, and they do not. So we do get the ball in the second half. As I said, we deferred in the first half. So after a 5-yard face mask, brings up a very manageable 1st down and 2. And like I said, speed triple option working pretty well this game, and that play just further proof as I'm able to roll out for about the 10-yard gain on the play. Dangerous throw right there, almost picked off. Tried to throw the slant a little too quickly, bringing up a 2nd down and 10. Able to roll out there for the little reverse speed option, and good 15-yard gain on the play. So probably will get above 100 yards rushing. I think that he already does above 100 yards rushing on the day. Tried to get Gerald Riggs some good work. I believe he had about 15 or 20 carries on the day, so good day for him. At least good workload. And there were times where he struggled, obviously, like at this point. Only 13 carries for 47 yards. So able to roll out here, not really too much running room, but still nonetheless about a 6 or 7 yard run on the play. But it does bring up a 4th down and 4. Seeing if we can convert yet again, and rolling out there, not much doing, and not able to find the pass. So actually a pretty dangerous turnover there, and FSU turns it into 10 points. So it brings them back within. And as you guys can see there, when I was talking about in earlier videos, the whole little problem with rolling out and throwing. But anyway, end up fumbling there, but picking up my own fumble, so really no harm, no foul there. But anyway, on the previous drive, FSU does pick up 3 points, brings it back to a 1-possession game. So really have to be careful here to make sure to pick up some points on this drive, so that we really don't let FSU come back and tie the game. So start trying to work the clock a little bit here. Obviously don't have enough play clock to work it all the way down to the end of the 3rd. But Gerald Riggs is in the zone, so hand it off to him, see if he can go ahead and pick up that 1st down, and he does, and a little bit more, about an 8-yard run on the play. I believe that almost brings us over 200 total rushing yards on the game between Andy Millie and Gerald Riggs, excuse me. So it brings it actually to 218 after that play. And Gerald Riggs is once again in the zone, so just keep feeding him the ball and letting him do what he does for another 1st down. And on this play, it is my turn to get in the zone. So running the triple option there, good stiff arm after finding the hole up the middle, and then going for about a good 11-12 yard gain on the play on the speed option. So about 4 minutes left to go in the 4th quarter, and good juke there, trying to pick up the 1st down. Not quite, about a 9-yard gain on the play. Bringing up a 2nd down and about 2. Clock winding down, and looking for the handoff on the outside, and not much doing, but we do get I believe that was a 15-yard face mask on the play, but only brings it down to about the 10-yard line, about half the distance to the goal. Got 3 minutes 30 seconds left to go, and a broken tackle there, but don't get much further than that. FSU defense is able to swarm, but still in the zone, and Gerald Riggs is too. Probably should have run a triple option there, but nonetheless, looking in the end zone, tried to throw it over, and not really anything doing there. So trying to find the 3rd down conversion here, and rolling out, looking for number 17, and able to find him in the end zone for the 24-10 lead. Kind of safe. I wouldn't say safely putting the game away, but definitely giving us a comfortable lead here in the Rose Bowl in the national championship for 2006. So both Andy Millie and Gerald Riggs once again in the zone here, but not able to find much doing. FSU's defense is able to swarm and stop us before we get anything going. Once again, we are in the zone, and this time able to find a little bit more running room for about the 8-yard run on the play, giving us our 19th first down of the game, so probably going to get 20 first downs this game. Not a very highlighted stat, but one that is important for us in a game like this. So as you guys can see there, about 251 rushing yards and only about 50 passing yards. But like I said, like I've been saying in the latest videos, brushing's just been working so well that, you know, why really focus on the pass when you can get 400 or 500 rushing yards a game? And so we get the final touchdown, and actually, no, we do not get the final touchdown. FSU did score a touchdown, actually recovered an onside kick, but it was a little bit too little too late, as we are able to win the 2006 national champion, kind of take the place of what Texas did in real life, and, you know, pretty successful season all in all, 31-17 final against Florida State, and really a very, very fun series to do. Like I said, guys, this was a game that I played a lot as a kid, and this was a very fun series to do. And if you haven't checked out the rest of the series, go ahead and do it. It's been a fun series. It was a very eventful one, honestly. Between changing levels and then a couple blowouts, also a couple close games as well. A snub in the Heisman, a very exciting option quarterback, and I'll probably come back with the sophomore year with the sophomore year series eventually. But for now, I'm just gonna leave this where it is, and like I said, very fun series to do. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah. Game against Memphis that I was gonna try to do was include a bit more possession timeout. So that just means maybe take a little bit more time selecting my plays, especially when I run the ball and get completed passes. Make sure I keep that momentum going and maybe wind the clock down a little bit more. But as you guys can see, we get the first